sunshine sun. Welcome to my channel. This is my very first long form video and I'm nervous, but we're just gonna get through it. So a lot of my videos are gonna be about crochet because that's one of my main, or is my main hobby, um, and is also one of the ways that I cope with everything going on in my life. I'm also very into interior design, and I'm in the middle of designing and starting renovations on my home. So I'll be sharing some of that as well, which I'm excited about. So it is officially November. Today's November 1st, and I have a lot of ideas and plans for crochet projects for this month because it is going to be a hard month for me. I started crocheting around this time of year last year, and I really got into it because I needed something to help me cope with my dad's cancer progression. He'd been battling it for a couple of years, and at this point last year, it had become clear that the treatments weren't working and it was just a matter of time. So I picked up crocheting, and yeah, ever since then it's been a big coping tool for me, a way for me to distract myself, to keep my hands and my mind busy, and to also kind of feel like I have a purpose in a way, like I have something to do. Um, so yeah, I've been crocheting for I guess a year now. Um, and in a couple weeks, it's going to be exactly a year since the last time I saw my dad in person. I live in a different state than the rest of my family, so he and my mom came to visit, and yeah, that was the last time I saw him in person. So this month has a lot of emotions attached to it, and it's the first day of November, and it's already like starting to hit me. So I'm like ready to get going on different projects to keep myself busy. And we're also heading into the holidays, so that's also going to be a tough time to get through now that my dad's gone. Um, so yeah, that's why I started crocheting. I promise I'm not gonna get all depressing and sad talking about this much longer. That's just a little bit of context, I guess, about my crochet journey, if you want to call it that. So, on to my current projects. Well, I'll start with one that I just finished last night. I just I just finished this face washcloth for my partner. Um, I made one for myself a while ago, and he asked me to make him one. And one of my favorite ways to learn new crochet stitches is to use them in like small, low stakes projects that are also more like utilitarian. Um, so I learned the lemon peel stitch with this. You can see up close. Um, so yeah, I use the lemon peel stitch throughout, which if you don't know is basically alternating between single crochet, stitch, and double crochet. And I finished it off with a single crochet border and a little loop in this corner so he can hang it on a hook. Um, I really like the way this came out. I think maybe it's a little big for a face washcloth, but whatever, at least it's not too small. Um, and this yarn, I wasn't expecting it to look like this. So I got this yarn from Facebook Marketplace. I got it in like this big yarn bundle. Actually, I have it right here. I got all this yarn from someone off Facebook Marketplace recently, maybe like a month ago or something. Yeah, it came with a lot of this yarn. I have this this much left. It's a lot. So I already told my partner I could make him matching hand towels and another face washcloth if he wants. Yeah, this yarn, to me, it kind of looks like kind of similar to like camouflage in a way. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like or like be similar to, but yeah, I think it looks pretty interesting, pretty unique. You can see it better. Kind of like a cross between camouflage and like a spotted cow, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just finished that last night, which I'm happy about because it took me longer than I expected to finish it. So now I just have to wash it and he can start using it. My next crochet project, well, let me get it. So this is a candle cover that I started a while ago. It was meant to be like an autumn candle cover. So I used this like kind of burnt orange yarn. I worked on it for a while, and this is like where it would be finished, but I ended up not liking it. I just don't like the stitch pattern. Like it just doesn't really seem very autumn to me, if that makes sense. And I was planning to frog it and start over, but at this point I'm just like, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling like making an autumn candle cover again. So I think I'm just gonna frog it and use this yarn for something else later on. Maybe an autumn candle cover next year. Oh my gosh, yeah, this yarn is a mess. I need to ball it up. I need to get a yarn winder. That's on my Christmas wish list. I do not have one yet. That would make life a lot easier. So yeah, I'm gonna frog this, and instead I'm gonna start a new project, which I will get to in a bit, so I can show you my last current project that I've been working on for a while. I keep all my current projects in this bag, so that's what I'm pulling the stuff out of. So this is my big project that I'm working on right now. The biggest project I have done so far, which is my very first, oh my gosh, it's all tangled. My very first baby blanket. This big. This is a baby blanket for my future baby niece. My big brother is having a baby with his wife, their first baby, and he's the first of my siblings to have a kid. So it's pretty exciting. So yeah, I'm making this baby blanket. Like I said, it's my very first baby blanket. I'm using the block stitch for the first time, which has been interesting to learn. I'm using this yarn that are supposed to be the same weight. They're supposed to be worsted weight, but like the actual thickness is quite different because this one is 100% cotton and this one is acrylic. And I figured that they might be a little bit off from each other given like the material, but yeah, it's been more difficult than I thought. I've had to frog this so many times, like it was driving me crazy. But I am at the point now where I think I've got a handle on it now. I know what I'm doing, and I just need to keep working on it. until it's done. At first, I was stressing about not having enough time to finish it before the due date, which is in April. But thanks to some people from the crochet Reddit page on Reddit, I learned that most parents don't use baby blankets until the baby is like not a newborn anymore, because it's like a hazard. So I'm not stressing as much anymore. I'm just gonna take my time. Oh yeah, and I'm using the cloud blanket pattern by CJ Design. This is the first pattern I've ever bought. I have only ever used free patterns, but I bought this one to make sure that I got like the sizing right. And yeah, I'm really liking it so far. Now that I've like got my footing with it and I'm not frogging it anymore, I think it's coming out pretty nice. So those are all my most current projects. And now, since I'm done with this one and I'm frogging this one, I'm going to start another project, which I'm very excited about. I saw this picture a while ago of this like striped blanket. I'll put a picture of it here. Um, I saw it, I don't know, like maybe a few months ago, and I immediately was just like, I want to make that. Um, and it's been like, I've just been like itching to start it even more recently. I think because like this was a bust, and um, I also really want to make my own blanket, like for myself, and my first adult size blanket. So yeah, I think I'm ready to start that. I like the look of this blanket because of the stripes. I'm very into stripes right now, but also it looks like a blanket that I can make with like individual rectangles, so I don't have to do it like all at once. Um, and I can use whatever colors I want. And I think it'll be a great way to use up a lot of the yarn that I already have. And once I run out of that, I can just buy more yarn as I go. Like, I don't need to worry about bulk buying all the same color, so like I get the same dye lot and all that stuff. Um, so yeah, I want to start that. I I don't know if I'm going to start a third project yet. I might, because I do think I'm going to make a mini scarf for my mom for Christmas. So I should probably get started on that soon. Um, but I want to get started on the blanket first. Um, yeah, I think it's one of those things where like I need to start it so that my mind can stop obsessing over it so much. Um, and I think I'm going to start. So this is one of the other yarns that came with the bag that I got from Facebook Marketplace. And I really like this green color. I think it's really pretty. Um, I don't even know what shade to call this. Like, it's not olive, is it? It's like a light olive, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but I really like it. And I think I'm gonna pair this with this this dark brown that came with the same bag. Um, all the yarn that came with that bag is 100% cotton, by the way. And I want the blanket to be all cotton because I get hot really easily. Um, it will be easy to wash and take care of. So yeah, I think that'll look cool. This is giving like pistachio green now that I'm looking at it more, right? That's like pistachio. I think these will look really good together. I'm not sure exactly which stitch to use yet. I think it'll probably be best to use a more like simple stitch. I was thinking maybe learning how to do a linked half double crochet stitch. I've never done that before, but I've seen it. Like I've seen some tutorials on it. And I like the way like it's not so gappy with them linked. So I think I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. And if for some reason it doesn't work, I'll try something else. Um, but yeah, I figured a more simple stitch, like a basic stitch, would work best since I'm doing stripes. I have heard that, or is it like if you're using like one color, a more complex stitch like will look really nice, but if you're using multiple colors, using a basic stitch is better. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Yeah, like I'm already using multiple colors. I don't want to overcomplicate things for myself. So yeah, I'm gonna start that. I was thinking that I could make that part of this video, like this could be a vlog type thing. I don't really know exactly what makes a vlog, but I would like to share the process. So yeah. Um, First, I should probably frog this though, like just get it over with and out of the way. I really need a yarn winder. Oh my god. I hope someone gets it for me. So yeah, I'm gonna do that first, and then hopefully my hands are feeling okay enough to start crocheting. Um, I posted a short video recently about how I crochet with chronic hand pain. Um, just mentioning that in case you're wondering why I'm wearing these gloves. I do have chronic hand pain. I have arthritis and connective tissue disease and unfortunately other illnesses. My hips are killing me right now. I'm sitting cross-legged. I really want to lay down. So yeah, I'm gonna get through this and then get situated. I'm telling you right now, I crochet laying down because I have POTS and I can't spend that much time sitting up, especially if I'm working on something. Like, I'm just gonna get tired so much faster. Like, I'm already feeling it right now. I've only been sitting up for like 30 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit when I'm done with this. I'm almost done actually frogging this. And I'm going to start on the blanket. Okay. I made 30 chains. I think that should be a decent size for a rectangle, right? I don't want it too big. Obviously, I don't want it too small. It's bigger than my face. Yeah, 30 chains. We'll see how that goes. Okay. I'm going to start making progress on this, and I will get back to you. Okay, I'm back. Oh, so I did 2 rows of the linked half double crochet, which I have to say I am officially a fan of. It still flows the same way as a half double crochet, but yeah, it's not as gappy. Look at that. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do 1 or 2 rows like of each color, but I think a thicker stripe will look nice. I'm still not sure on the length. I don't know. I don't know if this is long enough. I'm gonna start the brown and then see what I think after that. Yeah, that's how far I've gotten. It's gonna take me a while. I mean, it's a blanket. Like, it's gonna take me forever, but it's good because it's gonna keep me busy for a long time, which is what I need, especially now. Um, yeah, first two rows. Hopefully, I'll finish the next two rows in a little bit, and then I'll decide if this length is good or if I want it a little bit longer. Maybe like 35 chains instead of 30. I don't know. I'll see. Also, spoiler alert for Gilmore Girls if you haven't seen it before, but I'm on the episode where Paris starts having the affair with her professor. And I've seen this show so many times, but every time I see this episode, I'm just like, ugh, it's just so. Bleh. She's only like 19. And he's like in his 60s. It's just gross. Okay, so I'm on to the brown. I did the first row of the brown, and I started the second one, and I realized it's too short. I don't like it. Like, I'm not trying to make it look exactly like the blanket in the picture, because I know it's just not really possible. But yeah, I think this is too small. And then I was looking at this, the washcloth that I made, and I think this might be a good size to go off of. Like, if you can imagine stripes going along this. Yeah, I think that'll be a good size. That way, I also don't have to make as many rectangles because they're bigger. So yeah, I have to frog this now. Which, I mean, I pretty much expected because I always frog my projects at least like 3 times. So it's fine, I guess. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna frog this, start over. I think I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm gonna see how many chains I did for the washcloth. I think I wrote it down. And then I'll do it again. I have some tea that my partner just brought me. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm on the Gilmore Girls episode where Rory gets fed up with Paris having the affair with the professor and treating her boyfriend like crap. And then Paris ends up breaking up with him on the phone. And I just don't get how Paris went from this 18-year-old who. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I did a double crochet on accident. She went from this, like, super awkward around boys, 18-year-old who like has her first boyfriend and has like barely any experience dating, and then she gets to college and she suddenly is the person who has an affair with a 60-year-old professor. Like, how does that make sense? I don't get it. I don't buy it. I had to frog it again. Um One of the edges was coming out all bumpy. So I frogged it, and hopefully I fixed the problem, but we'll see. Um yeah, I'm definitely not gonna get much farther tonight because it's late. I'm tired. My hands hurt. So hopefully I can work on it tomorrow. This is what I got so far. It's been a few days since I last filmed. I have made some progress on my striped blanket. I made a lot of progress yesterday and some today, but I didn't film working on it yesterday because it was actually a really hard day. My pain was just getting worse and worse throughout the day, and whenever my pain flares up really bad, my mental health also goes downhill. So I was feeling pretty down, and I didn't want to force myself to film or pretend like I was okay when I wasn't. I'm feeling better today, thankfully. Um, so yeah, this is how much progress I've made, and I'm really liking how it's coming out. I'm like halfway done. Um, I'm going based off the image like of the striped blanket that I showed you. Um, so each color is gonna have 8 stripes. I mean, yeah, 8 stripes. Um, so I have 4 of each right now. So halfway done with the first piece of the blanket. Um, and yeah, it's definitely scratched the itch of wanting to start this blanket for so long, for months. It feels really good to actually start it and be making progress little by little. And I'm really enjoying the linked half double crochet. Um, I really like how close the stitches are. So it's not super gappy, but it is, I mean, anything with crochet, like there's going to be some gaps, but it's so minimal compared to regular half double crochet. Um, so it's still going to be like breathable. Yeah, I'm really liking how it's looking, and also I feel like the linked half double crochet, it for me it flows really smoothly, if that makes sense, like just the motion of doing it. Um, but it doesn't get boring because like of the way you have to link the stitches. Like you have to pay attention to that, and it's different than obviously a regular half double crochet. So it's like it's easy to do, but it hasn't gotten boring yet, which is nice. Um, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Um, Happy with how it's turning out so far. I'm not sure exactly what colors to do for the next rectangle. I'm thinking well, I have a lot of different colors to choose um, from the bag that I got from Facebook Marketplace. There's a red and blue that I think might look really nice together. Um, but I was also thinking like there's so many different colors that I don't want it to look like um, the colors don't go together. And I was thinking maybe this brown could show up in a few of them to kind of like help unify the colors. But I don't have that much back. Like I don't know how much I can get out of this. So hopefully I can get a decent amount um, of rectangles out of the brown. And I would like to use this green again with a different color, just not sure which one yet. But yeah, I'm like thinking way ahead. I haven't even finished this one yet. Um, so yeah, that's my progress so far. I have been so focused on this though that I've kind of neglected my baby blanket. Um, so I do need to give that some attention soon, at least do a couple rows. So I'm going to keep working on that and the baby blanket this week. I'm thinking this video will probably just be like um, a week of crocheting to see how much progress I make, which probably won't be much since I crochet slowly, but you know, progress is progress either way. Um, so yeah, I'll check back in with you soon.
Weeks now, and I feel like I've learned so much about throwing on the wheel, but I found, and they're very hard to guide for, but
Okay, I think I'm just gonna crochet for a little bit longer while I watch some TV. I honestly am not feeling great right now. Like today was better than yesterday for sure. Like, oh, my pain was so high yesterday. I was miserable. Um, and my partner and I got pizza today, which was nice. Um, but earlier, like just a little while ago, my heating pad broke. Not this one. This is my heating pad for my like period cramps and also just regular bloating and stuff that I get. Um, but my big heating pad that I use for like my legs and my hands, it broke out of nowhere, and it unexpectedly like really put a damper on my mood. Um, I think just because like it's something that I rely on literally every day. Um, it's a big part of how I manage my pain, and it just sucks that it just broke all of a sudden, and I had to order another one. And this is like the third heating pad that I've gone through. Um, and I think like because I use them so much, they just end up breaking in like a year. Like I literally got my current one last October and it's early November now. So like it lasted a year and a month. And yeah, it's just one of those things that comes with being disabled and like having chronic pain. Like I, it's just something that I'm gonna have to spend my money on for probably the rest of my life. I mean, it's not like it's $100, like it was $30, but still, like for it to only last a year and it just made me think about like how often I use it and how much I rely on it. And I think it kind of bummed me out just thinking about like it's just like a an indicator of how much pain I'm in all the time, you know? Because like that's why I rely on it so much. I don't know if this is making sense. I'm trying to put it into words, but I mean, if you have chronic pain, I think you'll understand what I'm saying, hopefully. Yeah, so I crocheted earlier before my heating pad broke, and now that that happened and I'm kind of in a like bummed mood, I decided to just crochet a little bit more and maybe it'll make me feel a little better or just it's just something else to focus on, which is what I love about crochet. Like if I didn't have crochet, like I'd just be watching TV and either ruminating on things or subconsciously just I don't know how to explain it. Like I would for sure be picking at my skin, like on my fingers, 'cause that's what I do um, when I'm either understimulated or I'm anxious or sad or whatever. Like I pick the hell out of my fingers, and I still do. Like I, yeah, it's a problem that I'm. It's just what I do. But crocheting helps me not do it as much. And it's a way for me to I guess it's just somewhere else to put that energy towards, I guess. And I mean it feels nice to be making something with my own hands and working towards this goal of finishing this blanket or whatever other project I'm working on. So yeah, that is why crochet has become a coping tool for me. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this row of green. Maybe go on to the next one. Oh, fuck. I hope you couldn't hear that alarm. Yeah, maybe go on to the next one. We'll see. I don't want to overdo it with my hands. I haven't been hit hard yet with the grief that I know is coming as we get closer to like the dates of November that I last saw my dad last year. Um so in like a week, yeah, I think next week actually. In a week or two, I can't remember. Anyways, these next couple of weeks are going to be rough, but right now I'm doing okay, I guess. I mean, I have been thinking about him a lot, but I haven't like broken down yet. I always try to fight off those waves of grief. Like I can feel them coming and I feel them getting closer and closer and I'm just trying to swim away from them with distractions and dissociation and whatever I can to not deal with it and to not feel it. But I mean, I know it's inevitable. It's going to catch up with me And yeah, I guess all I can really do is just like try to be ready for it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. My partner tells me to just let myself feel those things and it'll pass, but I just want to avoid it for as long as I can. And it's not just a want, like I feel like I need to avoid it for as long as possible because like I don't think I can handle it. And that's the underlying feeling. Like I'm just so scared of not being able to handle the grief and the pain that I'm just trying to run away from it. Even though I know I can't. At least not forever. But anyways, for now I am focusing on crocheting and taking care of myself, and the grief will come when it comes. I know this is probably not very entertaining to watch or listen to, but I wanted to talk about it a bit because I know I'm not the only one who has lost someone that they loved. And it is part of the human experience. And I also know I can't be the only one who is emotionally avoidant and tries to push those feelings away for as long as possible. So, yeah, why not talk about it? Maybe talking about it will make it a little easier to accept it. It is officially the end of the week, and yes, I'm wearing the same shirt that I've been wearing all week because that's how it is when you're chronically ill and bedbound. It's the end of the week, and I just earlier today got to the point with this piece of the blanket that I wanted to, which is 8 stripes of each color. And I think it's too big. I think it's too long. Um, I wanted to do 8 stripes of each color to, because that's how the panels are in the blanket that I'm modeling this after. But yeah, I think it's too big, too long. I think it might be better to do, so I could do either like a frog, the most recent 2 rows that I did, and make it 7 stripes of each color, or I could frog more and do 6 stripes of each color. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I should do yet. Like, I like the even number of like having 6 stripes of each, but I feel like maybe it's a little too small. So maybe 7, lucky number 7, would be the way to go. Like this. So like each panel will have the same amount of stripes, and I'll be assembling them. Why am I holding it like this? I don't know. Assembling them like going this way, the stripes going vertically, just like in the picture. So as I'm looking at it now in the camera, I think 7 might be the way to go. Not too big, not too small, just right. I don't know. I could go for a more square look. I guess this is what comes with like making shit up as you go. You don't really know what you're doing and you just have to figure it out. I think I'm gonna go with 7. 7 stripes of each color. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. So I need a frog. 2 rows, or no, 4 rows actually, because each stripe is made up of 2 rows of linked half double crochet. So once I frog that, I'll be done with the first panel of my striped blanket. And then I think my next panel will be with this red and blue. Oop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Blues. But yeah, this red and blue I think would look good together with stripes. So I think that's the next move. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to work on that though, because I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, and there's a good chance that I won't be able to crochet at all for the next week because I'll be recovering from that. Yeah, it all depends on how that goes, but yeah, I'll be working on that next. But that'll be in another video. This is part of the joys of crochet. Having to frog your hard work. Okay. So there it is. 7 stripes. 7 stripes of each color. That's good, right? I don't know. I'm questioning. Maybe I should do 6. Ah! I hate not being sure. I'm so indecisive and I hate it. No, yeah. I think this is good. I think I'm happy with this. Yeah. I've decided. I'm happy with this. Oh, okay. First one done. Yay. Look at all these ends that I have to weave in. My God. That's going to be terrible for my hand. Okay. I changed my mind. I frogged 2 more stripes and I'm going to go with 6. 6 stripes of each color. Yeah. I think this is the way to go. I mean, if I change my mind, I can always add more to it. But yeah, the 7 stripes was looking still a little too long to me. So I think this works. Okay. 6 stripes it is. Or I guess 12 stripes. 12 stripes total. Right? Yes, I can count. 12 stripes. Yeah, so that's it for this week of crocheting. I know it probably wasn't the most exciting or like entertaining sort of video vlog thing to watch. But I mean, this is real life. I This is crocheting with chronic illness. It's slow, it's painful, and it's also comforting. As the days go by, you know, I am getting reminded more and more of my dad and the last time he was here with me, and I feel it getting harder to just like not fall apart, and having this crochet project to focus on has been a big help. It's giving me some it's given me something to do, something else for my mind to focus on, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Um, it's not gonna stop me from falling apart. It's gonna happen, like I know it is, but yeah, I don't know. I wish I had the words to better describe how like therapeutic crocheting is. I'm sure someone else could say it better than I can, but there's a reason that there's art therapy, right? Like making something, being creative is good for our brains. Like, you know, it does something to our brain chemistry to help us like get through or deal with really heavy emotions, and that's what this is essentially. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I really appreciate it. um really appreciate you being here with me and watching, and if you'd like to see more of my projects and just more of my life, I guess. I'd love it if you subscribed. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I'll say. I hope you can find some source of comfort in this hellscape of a world. I don't know. That sounds really, really negative, but shit is hard right now. Um, so finding any kind of comfort or joy is really important. So I hope you can have that soon. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.